Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this afternoon at the Terrorville, where the Virginia Tech Hokies will touch that Hokie stone and get ready for another season in Lane Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide. The Hokies will boot away to start the game. He'll bring it back, looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Alabama's offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pick up at 1. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And that ball is picked off. Smashes through the tackle. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a spot deep in their own end.
First down here for the offense. Handoff to the single running back. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint. The ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion gets left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He got it. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first down.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take...
Got enough space, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown time!
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quick handoff. He's got room. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
That's a really good-looking run there. And you think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that last run. That was nice.
Now on second down after the incompletion. The give out of the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Hokies want to pick up their tempo. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hokies have it with a first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dalton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. And still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They go to the ground. Gets it inside the 10. Picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Shotgun snap on third down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It's good. Easy call for the Rams. They were able to get a field goal on board, and now they'll kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply, we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and flag.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Give to the back. And they'll knock him down.
I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up their running play, now setting up third and short.
It's third down from their own 34 as try to keep the drive moving. Crosses the 45. He's up to 55 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game one, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
He'll try to do it himself. It's a fumble on the play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Tackled, but he has a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting his tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. Fielded in the end zone. It's high. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, and you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on third. They're bringing heat. He lobs one high down the left side. Fires the pass. Intercepted. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have scored a touchdown every single drive. So while it's been good, not great, David, just execute a little bit better, and they can put this one in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think you point that out. We went all the way down the field on 2 of our first 3 drives and got field goals. Now, just a little better execution when that field starts to string, and it gets a little bit more difficult.
The Hokies get it up for the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Motion from the offense. They're going to ride this running back. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Dalton. And he's almost to that first down marker there. Saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly.
You see it so much in college football. Motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. He's up to 57 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys for the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He's going to pass. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills. And
he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He'll do it himself. That's a live ball. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
The give from the gun. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football. You can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Whitaker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Got it in the middle. It's Whitaker. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. He wants to throw. He's got it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Alabama quickly back to the line. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
Brings up 2nd down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's caught. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half.
Brings up second and goal.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg.
Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. The Hokies decide to run it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's caught inside the 30. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. And you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy?
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about sticking out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And now the lead is extended a little further.
9.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field, put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the wideout. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Hokies will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but then you've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's a really nice looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny, you know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
Going up top on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the route is on.
And it's been more of the same in the second half of this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point in the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute on the game.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there. And he stopped from getting the first down. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on.
Snags it down the right side. Oh, look out. Touchdown Tide. And the pummeling has started. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Alabama, 40. Virginia Tech, 9.
Gets set, first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's loose. Touchdown, Hokie. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And it took a minute with the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season. And it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season. And this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
Alabama, 40. Virginia Tech.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play is going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing.
Looking deep. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. It was just too easy, and he didn't look it in.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Leaves it with the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next time.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. He's got the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
The jet sweep pass. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver. It might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, 4th quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this, this coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 4 over San Diego State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it away.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. comes out throwing on first down. Swings it out to the flat.
First down pass. Complete.
They'll line up for a second down play.
On the play. Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Knowing the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Finds his big tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. The Tide offense rolls onto the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got the quick pass. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Breaks the tackle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe even a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. Third down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll take it himself. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Nardi has completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback.
Touchdown, Bama! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
54, Virginia Tech, 16.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. Last possession they went for it, they rolled a nice ball, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Coming after him. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Okay, ready?
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive.
Green 25.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Hokies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw on 3rd. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Lets it fly. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding his night.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum, trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike the 25. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Dalton. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. They're trying to get to it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
A first down for the offense. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out.